Hello YouTube, it is Sunday, April 22nd, and I've got a special video today. We are celebrating 100 subscribers. We've broken 100 subscribers on the Tommy Retro YouTube channel. So I want to thank everyone who watches these videos, thank all of my subscribers. It's really cool experience for me. And it was really a cool milestone here to break 100 subscribers. So thank you all who've subscribed and everybody who views. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We've got a bunch of videos coming out. A lot of different things we do. A lot of buses, vintage school buses, transit buses, things like that. Going to be a lot of videos coming that way. As well as anything retro gaming, retro computers, all kinds of stuff. So I want to thank all of my subscribers, and so we're going to do a special video here. It's April 22nd and it's a beautiful day, probably about 60 degrees. I've been working like crazy with other projects, doing a big project at my parents' house, big remodel project that I've been working on. First day for the flea market in Wilmot today, so I went and checked that out. So it's been crazy busy, but I want to make sure got a video in. Last weekend it was snow and ice at the same location where it's 60 degrees, so I'm up in northern Illinois, and I learned this saying from UXW Bill. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, he's got great videos, but check out UXW Bill. But he always says, you know, in Illinois, if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes, it might change. There's more truth to that than you know. So same spot last Sunday. It was about 20 degrees with snow and ice. So it's amazing what 1 week will do, and this is how it goes in northern Illinois. But anyways, so been hustling. We're gonna do a celebration video. It's gonna be a cold start video. These buses, not this one in particular, the 86 S1800, but the other buses, which are the 99 Thomas Shorty here, the International 3800 with the 7.3 V8 turbo diesel. It's been sitting for about 4 months since I put them away in the fall. So we're gonna do a cold start video. I haven't prepped them. All I did was put the batteries back in. I'm topping them off with the chargers, and I checked the fluids. I haven't checked the fluids on the Chevy bus yet, just because the International is too close to it to open the hood. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do cold start on the International Shorty here and get that moved, and then I can check the fluids on the Chevy. We'll do that one, and then we'll start up the white as well. So in one video you're going to get 3 cold starts. One has been a cold start probably 2 weeks sitting, and the other 2 have been sitting for 4+ months. So this ought to be interesting. Again, this will be live or raw footage, no preps, no pre-starts, no nothing. We'll see. I have no idea. I hope they start well. They started okay when I put them away, and we'll get down to this. All right, I just want to show you a little bit of my charging action here. So I got the battery charger here on the 99 3800. I've got just one battery in there. There's my isolator. I recently learned that you should put your isolator on the negative terminal on the battery. After learning about it, makes perfect sense, so that's what I'm doing now. So I've got that charging away, and then I've got the behemoth of batteries here. I should have had footage rolling when I put this battery back in this bus. I don't know if you could see that. If it's too dark, there it is. But that is one massive battery. It's like 3 batteries in one, and you can probably see the drag marks in the gravel from me dragging it to the bus here. I could barely lift it in, but that's a hell of a battery. It's like 1400 cold cranking amps or something. But so that's back in, that's installed. And then of course on the S1800 I've got the same thing going with the charger. That one has a battery isolator. I didn't have it hooked up, and when it sits it drains the battery down, so something's using some power. I'll have to track it down, but I'll hook up the battery isolator in the meantime, and just turn it off when I'm done. So see, we got the charger on this guy. I still got to put the battery strap back on it, but there's the isolator right there. So got the charger on, and you can see it's taking a lot, and that's been on for a good hour and a half already. So it was dead. But we're gonna start with that International 3800. We'll get that fired up, get that out of the way, and get to that Chevy bus. Give that white S1800 some time to charge up. So let's get to it. Okay, here's the cold start on the 99 International 3800 with the 7.3 liter turbo diesel with the Thomas safety liner body. We'll wait for the wait to start light to go out. I forget to do that all the time. So we got the battery charger on. Get a little boost. Look at that right there. V8 diesel. A little over 50 pounds of oil pressure, about 800 RPMs, idle. A little under half a tank of fuel. Now we're showing high charge because I got the charger on. I'm going to go and drop it down right now, and the air is building. So let's go take the charge down. There we go. All right. So the Thomas 35 passenger bus is started, running good. We'll let her run a little bit. See, she's building up air. Now that air is for the air suspension. This bus has hydraulic brakes, but it has an air compressor for air suspension. So it's got a nice ride. So we'll let this one run a little bit, and then we'll move it so we can get to the Chevy bus. But now we're gonna go over, see how we're doing on our battery here. I've really got to invest in some new batteries. I think they're just a little soft. This one here, something's draining on it though. But we'll go ahead and we'll start this bad boy and see what she's got. Boost her out. Now this has got the DT466. It's a 1986 International S1800 with a Carpenter rebody in 99. So let's go ahead and start this up. Get the key. Now this one's only been sitting a couple weeks, so it should start right up. And DTs are good about starting cold anyways, and it's not like it's that cold out. There we go. I love the sound of an inline 6-cylinder diesel DT466. Alright, so we got about 60 pounds of oil pressure, idling about 600 RPMs, almost a full tank of fuel. And she is a loud one. So we'll let this one run a little bit. Old DT. like I tripped the overload on my 50 amp boost there. But she's running. All right. So now I'm going to get these buses moved and into position. So we got cold starts on 2 of them. The one we're looking at right now, the 99 International 3800 with the V8 7.3 diesel, and then the 86 International S1800 with the DT 466 and the 99 Carpenter body, which let me know in the comments if I'm correct, but in my reading I believe, since this is a 99 Carpenter, it was actually built in the Wayne school bus plant, the former Wayne school bus plant in Richmond, Indiana, which is pretty cool. That's on my wish list. If anybody knows of where a Wayne school bus is available anywhere close to Northern Illinois, I am game. That's on my wish list. I'm looking for a Wayne and Ward buses to continue the collection. So anybody sees one, let me know. All right, I'm gonna move these buses around and get at that Chevy bus. We'll do a cold start on the 366 gas engine. All right, got the fluids checked on the Chevy bus, and we're good to go. So got the Carpenter and the Thomas running over there. Let's do a cold start on the 1984 Chevy B60 with a 366 cubic inch gas motor, manual transmission. Little choke. Let's see, I'm going to put the camera down for a second. There we go. She's running. Just need a little choke to help her out. Needed 2 hands. All right. We'll let the clutch out. There's our vacuum gauge. Here, get some lights. There we go. Helps add a little bit. Oil pressure, 50 pounds. And temperature, of course, is cold. So we'll let this idle a little bit, warm it up, and we'll move it on out. All right, well, got everything moved. To recap, the 3800 is going to need a new battery, probably a new pair of batteries. The Carpenter, same way, going to need a new battery. And the Chevy bus started like a champ with that huge 1400 cold cranking amp battery in it. I probably could go ahead and swap that with battery in another bus, but it's got the top terminal, so I'll just keep it in there, or the top post battery. But anyways, got everything started up, everything moved, and you know, did the preliminary checks. Everything runs and works and drives. That's great. I'm gonna go through and check tire pressure, make a list of what I have to do to, you know, each one to get it roadworthy, and then like I said, what we need to do for the restoration process. But again, I want to thank everyone for watching, and again, this is a celebration video, 100 subscribers, Tommy Retro YouTube channel. So thank you all who've subscribed and who watch. If you haven't, please make sure that you click subscribe. But man, these buses look good at night, or at least it's getting dark, the lights on. Got a little warning light action here on the Bus 48, Thomas Shorty. All right, well, that'll do it for tonight. Sunday, about 8:15, sun's going down, northern Illinois. I'm gonna shut these down, chock the tires, disconnect the battery on the white because it likes to drain it down, and call it a day. So again, everyone, thank you for watching. Tommy Retro here. Have a good night.